it's not going to happen, but I like your positivity. I mean, that might be the worst World Series pick I've ever seen.
I would have to agree with AJ.
AJ's going to go first. We're going to run through just the team side of things. I want who's winning divisions. I want wild cards, and then just who's in the World Series and who wins. And then, pick out one or two things you think stand out. We don't need help on, the Dodgers winning the West if that's what you got. But give us the list.
All right. Well, Dodgers obviously winning the West in the NL. I got the Cubs in the Central. It's tough. That's a tough pick for me. And then the Phillies. Kratz will be happy with me in the East. American League was a little more difficult, but I'm taking because we did power rankings, a couple days ago, and it hadn't changed yet. The Red Sox in the East, surprisingly. I'm going to go Tigers in the Central, and then the Rangers in the West. And then my AL champ is the Red Sox, and we're going to have a Boston Bean Eater party because the Braves are the NL champs, and the Braves win it all because I didn't want to pick the Bears.
Boom, there it is.
Good.
Good.
I'm glad you picked my Phillies, too, by the way. For me, I'm going to start in the American League. I'm going to go the Orioles are winning the East. The Royals are winning the Central, Homer, 10-year anniversary of them winning the World Series. AL West is also the Rangers, and I got first wild card Yankees, Red Sox, and Mariners is my third wild card. And then in the National League, I got Phillies in the East, Reds in the Central, and the Braves, Diamondbacks, and Mets in that order for the wild card. And I got the Phillies beating the Orioles in the World Series.
Think the Orioles are going to pick up a pitcher, or you're just rolling with the staff they have?
I'm rolling with another year of this lineup just getting better and better.
That's spot on right there, that guy on the screen, because some of his picks are like, whoa, out of this world. Not correct at all.
What don't you like?
The Orioles. I don't see that happening whatsoever.
Which part? Them
all
making it all of it.
Yeah.
Well, let's get yours then. Do you think they're even making the playoffs, or you got them out?
I don't have them making the playoffs.
Ooh, baby. All right, what do you got?
So not trying to crush you here, Eric. You know how I am with it. AL East, I got the Yankees still doing their thing. The Central, Detroit, AJ Hinch is a beast. AL West, Texas Rangers, Boston, Seattle, Cleveland as the wild card picks. Top seed would be the Rangers. NL East, Kratzy, you'll like this. I picked the Phillies. I got the very own Cincinnati Reds here winning the Central, the Dodgers in the West, the Braves, the Padres, and Milwaukee as the wild card. Dodgers is the top seed, and the Rangers is the top seed. I'm picking the Dodgers over the Rangers. Dodgers back-to-back. I love it.
Wow. Wait. Hold up. No Mets.
No Mets.
Oh,
either.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Not making the playoffs.
No, I don't. With the pitching staff right now, I don't see them getting over the hump.
Juan Soto?
He's going to have a great year, but I don't see it right now.
Okay. Danny?
Yeah, Soto can't pitch either, so he's
you never know. But yeah.
So I'm also not going with the Mets in case anybody wanted to know. So my AL East champ, I got to go with the Yankees. With that, the Royals winning the AL Central, the AL West, the Rangers, because Bruce Bochy wins every other year. And let's see, AL wild cards, I got Red Sox, Orioles, and Mariners in that order. Top seed is the Rangers. NL East champ, I got the Phillies. The Central, it just tasted like razors saying this, but the Cubs are going to win the Central. The Dodgers winning the West, but I got Braves, Reds, and D-backs for the wild cards. Top seed in the National League, the Dodgers. AL champ, the Rangers. NL champ, Dodgers. I wanted the Phillies, Kratzy, but I kept looking at that Dodgers lineup, and so I got to go with the Dodgers winning the World Series.
You and me both. Let's go.
You both have the same exact, AL, NL, and finish. Okay.
Scotty,
before I go, any issues, Kratz or AJ, with what you've seen? You're good? Wow, perfect.
These two just got canceled out of half the New York market, so nice job, boys. I'm no longer enemy number one on the FT network. It's you two, lugheads.
Both skipping the Mets. Okay, I'll go. AL East champ, I'm rolling with the Red Sox. AL Central, I've got the Tigers. I think they're going to have a big year. I really like their rotation. AL West, I'll do the Rangers, which a lot of people are into. For me on the wild cards, I really like the Royals still. I think the lineup's going to be better. I think the pitching's great. I got the Orioles making it into the playoffs as a wild card, 2 seed. I got the Yankees out. Too much pitching missing for me. The Sorcerer also says that the Astros sneak in a wild card spot. They always make the playoffs. That wizard has a great beard. The Tigers as the top seed in the AL, but they don't end up making it to the World Series. I'll get to that in a sec. Phillies winning the East. Brewers winning the Central, Kratz. I was going back and forth on this, and I'm like, you know what? And this will play into awards later on. Churio. I think Hoskins is going to have a bounce back year. They lost to Damas. I think their starting rotation is actually better this year, so I got them winning the division. Dodgers, obviously. And then my wild cards, Braves, Diamondbacks, Mets. I'm very high on all 3 of those teams. I think all 3 of them have a good chance to take down the Dodgers, who would get the top seed in the NL, but I have the Dodgers not making it to the World Series. I just can't do the hangover pick. So I'll go Diamondbacks, Royals, the MLB dream, the Fox dream, AJ, Royals, D-backs, so that everybody can shut the heck up about being complainers that it's only about the big markets, and the Diamondbacks beat the Royals in the World Series, who both play a brand of ball that I think fits the modern game right now. Don't you think it would shut a lot of people up?
Of course. It's not going to happen, but I like your positivity. I mean, that might be the worst World Series pick I've ever seen.
I would have to agree with AJ. I don't see the Diamondbacks getting in there, man.
I mean, listen, I picked the Diamondbacks. I picked the Diamondbacks to be good, but I'm not picking them to win the World Series.
But guess what? You never know. That's why they're picks.
Kratz, they won 89 games last year. Best offense in baseball last year. Corbin Carroll was a shell of himself until the last couple months of the year. He's going to bounce back. They made some pickups in the offseason, including the top starter that was available in Corbin Burns. I don't think it's crazy.
I'm on Team Scott on this one. I don't think it's that crazy.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, and let's finish with the smartest of the bunch.
No. The Diamondbacks are not the problem in this pick here. Okay? Like the Diamondbacks.
You said the Diamondbacks.
No, I said I picked the Diamondbacks to be good. I just said they're not going to win the World Series. But the other side, you guys are all about the Diamond. What about the Royals? I mean, the Royals? Okay, fine. I get it, but it's not a good pick, Scott.
They made it to the ALDS last year. I liked their offseason as well, including the India pickup. I think there's a chance they pick up one more bat at the deadline, like a Luis Robert Jr. They've been adding the last couple of years.
White Sox don't trade.
I like Reagan's as the ace.
White Sox don't trade in the division, Scott.
That might have to change. Otherwise, Robert goes to the Reds, and fans here will be happy. All right, let's finish with Out of the Park Baseball's picks, since they're more accurate than basically anything else that's publicly out there over the last several years. So let's do this. My eyes are difficult here, but I'll do my best. All right, I got it. AL, they've got the wild card teams as the Blue Jays. Oh, wow, the Blue Jays. The Astros and the Rays.
Wow.
Division winners, Yankees, Rangers, Twins. And then on the other side, they've got the Phillies, Mets, and Padres as wild cards. Division winners, Dodgers, Braves, Cubs. And I'll skip to the World Series, where they have the Braves taking down the Yankees. Is there anything that we would like to make fun of here?
Yeah. Guess who picked the Braves to win the World Series? This guy. So, yeah, not the Royals, the Braves. I love Out of the Park baseball.
Yeah, and they let you win against me a couple years ago. I remember that.
See, whatever it takes.
What about the Blue Jays on there,
Or
Kratz?
the Rays.
Or the Rays.
Yeah.
We got to figure out when they did this. So
They did it this morning, baby.
They did.
It's a fresh simulation. It's the best sim game out there.
This is why baseball is the best. Every prediction, we still don't know. We can make fun of anybody's predictions, but hopefully one of us is going to come true.
Yeah, and I don't think the Rays are a bad team. I mean, they've got good pitching. Kratz, do you have any problems on there?
The Rays is my biggest issue. The Rays, I don't see McClanahan's going to miss time. Other dudes are going to miss time. That's just what the Rays do. They got rid of Jeffrey Springs. They got, they just, to me, I don't think they have the depth that they used to have. And, hey, they can surprise me, but the East is going to be a beast. The Blue Jays surprise me less just because I think there's a lot of potential in that lineup, and they still have a few good rotation pieces. I know they've lost Kikuchi, who wasn't actually doing awesome for them. Another year of Bowden. Who knows?
Bowden Francis?
Yep, Bowden Francis, sorry.
Okay. No, I mean, that's fine. I just feel like he was really good for the last month and a half of the season, but we still got to give him the first and last name. I don't feel like we have him on a – he's not Ellie yet. He's
That's
not
fair.
Judge.
It's fair.
Yeah, I like him, but I'm with you.
It's a unique name.
Yeah. The Blue Jays had a nice offseason. I feel like they get picked on because they didn't land the big boys the last couple of years, but they did a lot. I mean, we got to see how Scherzer's doing with the thumb now, I think.
I think the Vlad Guerrero Jr. thing takes precedence over everything because they didn't sign him.
Is that good or bad, though? See, to me, it's good
know.
for this year because he's pissed off.
Yeah, I know. I that's a great way of putting it. I agree with that, but that's all you're thinking about, and you forget about the guys that they signed and picked up. That's all.
Yeah, Bo Bichette bounce back year. I like Anthony Santander a lot. That's who I think the Orioles are going to really miss too in the lineup, but they've got plenty of young talent.
More in a minute, but first, a quick word from our sponsor of this video.
If you're looking for premium clothes at an affordable price, you got to check out True Classic. AJ, you're rocking the True Classic shirt right now.
Oh, believe it. Look at this thing. Look at it. Soft. It fits perfect, even with these guns. Not too tight like Scott likes it. Little bit of room to move in there, right? Look, you can wear it under a suit. You can wear it out to dinner with some nice jeans. You can wear it to the gym if that's what your game is. Whatever it takes, this thing fits great, feels great. Great shirt.
The long sleeve Henny for these cold, kind of warm spring days. Perfect.
Yep. Build the perfect outfit in 5 minutes or less. Everything goes great together. Free shipping on all orders. It's designed to bring out your best features with a perfect fit. So, FT fam, whether you're bundling up for the cold or getting ready for spring, level up your style with clothes that actually fit right. Go to our exclusive link, trueclassic.com/foul to save. That's trueclassic.com/FOUL. Shop now and elevate your wardrobe today. FT fam, get after it.
And now back to the video.
Part 2 of our season predictions involves individual awards. We're going to start with Erik Kratz. Kratz, would you like to run through who you've got and obviously give us a little bit of detail on a few that stand out?
One, I went out of the box because I didn't really like the other picks for the American League Rookie of the Year, so I went Christian Moore. He was actually going to be called up in September last year. Didn't get the opportunity because of an injury. He'll be up soon. Little service time manipulation, unless he wins Rookie of the Year, which I think he's going to. Dylan Cruz. To me, it's a lock. I get it. Rocky's in the National League, but I don't know that Rocky's going to get enough innings. Dylan Cruz is going to play every day. Matt Quatraro, Manager of the Year, because I have the Royals winning the AL Central. He could have won it last year. Tito is going to win the Terry Francona NL Manager of the Year because the Reds are going to win the Central. Logan Gilbert, American League Cy Young. Zach Wheeler. Bobby Witt is the American League MVP. And in the National League MVP, I got Bryce Harper because he's going to lead the Phillies to, like I said, the World Series. Aaron Judge will be the home run leader for Major League Baseball, but falls short in the MVP voting to Bobby Witt. Shohei, last year, he went through a stretch where he was like 9 for 9 or 11 for 11 with runners in scoring position. I think hitting more, he started to unlock what it means to hit with runners in scoring position. Stolen base leader, Ellie, he's going to learn to steal bases, 85. Paul Skeens will lead Major League Baseball in ERA. He'll miss a few starts, though, so that's why I'm not picking him as the Cy Young. Saves leader, Devin Williams. The Yankees are going to be a good team. He'll save all their games. Strikeout leader went to a new team who unlocks normal dudes and strikeouts. Blake Snell is not a normal dude, and he's going to be unlocked in the strikeout leader. I thought Crochet maybe, but I don't know. Maybe he only makes 28, 29 starts.
There you go.
Cool.
All right, so let's go with mine. For American League Rookie of the Year, I'm going with Cam Smith. Made the team out of spring training, only 32 minor league games that he's played. But this dude's legit. He doesn't strike out. He's an on-base machine. He hits the ball out of the ballpark. I'm with you, Kratzy, on the National League Rookie of the Year. Dylan Cruz, I really don't think anybody else is close. Sasaki might not be able to have many innings or many starts. They're so deep with the Dodgers. Who knows if they're going to give him some time off. AL Manager of the Year, Bruce Bochy, because That's who I said earlier is going to win the American League. He wins every other year, so Bochy's the guy. National League Manager of the Year, Tito Francona. This team is going to make it to the playoffs because of Tito. AL Cy Young, Tarek Skubal, the best pitcher in baseball. That's an easy one for me. National League Cy Young, I thought about Skeens, but kind of the fact that when the Pirates are out of the race, are they going to take care of Skeens and kind of lessen his workload? So my pick is Zach Wheeler for National League Cy Young. American League MVP, Bobby Witt Jr. National League MVP, I have to stick with Shohei. Major League home run leader, I'm going to stick with Shohei with that again. The Major League RBI leader will be Aaron Judge. Stolen base leader, Ellie De La Cruz. That's easy. He led the league last year, led all of baseball. He's going to do it again. ERA leader for Major Leagues is Tarek Skubal. Major League saves leader, Tanner Scott. I have him because the Dodgers are going to win a ton of games. He's going to get a ton of opportunities. And the Major League Baseball strikeout leader, best pitch on the planet, Tarek Skubal.
All right. You know what's funny is we haven't even looked at these, and we all have a lot of the same ones. So I'm going to start National League Rookie of the Year, Dylan Cruz. So far, everyone's picked him. Why? He's from Orlando. So why not? You got to pick guys from Orlando to win. My AL Rookie of the Year, Christian Campbell, because I think he's on a big market team. He's going to get plenty of opportunities, and I picked the Red Sox to go to the World Series. I think he comes out. He's going to be the right-hand power the Red Sox need. AL Manager of the Year, I'm picking a friend, Mark Kotze, just because I picked the A's to be a sleeper team. I think they're going to be better. I love Kotze. I love his folded hat. I think they're going to be good. NL Manager, Brian Snitker. I think it's his last year. Did he come out and say it's possibly his last year? So I think he's going to go out on top, picked him to win the World Series, so therefore Snit. I was there when you won your first game. Hopefully I'll be there when you win your last game. AL Cy Young, a little bit off the board. Scott will love this. Logan Gilbert. I think he pitches a lot. He pitches deep into games. He gets a ton of strikeouts. And I just think he's going to have a great year. I think Skubal's not going to be as good. It's always hard to win back-to-back Cy Youngs because you almost have to be better than you were the year before. That's tough for Skubal. NL Cy Young, Zach Wheeler. I think we're 3 for 3 on that one too. Just because I think some other guys are going to be rested. Dodgers guys aren't going to pitch enough. Wheeler takes the ball every fifth day. All right, AL MVP, Bobby Witt Jr. He just does it all. And then NL MVP, I can't go without Shohei. Until someone proves me wrong, Shohei's going to win the MVP every year unless somebody has a historic year. Somebody please prove me wrong in that one. All right, ML home run leader. Kratz, you'll love this one. Kyle Schwarber. Why? Contract year last year. Look at his numbers. 23 and 22, how many homers he hits. I think Shohei's numbers are going to be down a little bit because he's going to be trying to pitch. So I think Schwarbs has a big year. Plus, he came on our show with the cutoff sleeve, so I love that. RBI leader, Vlad Guerrero Jr., because he's in a contract year. He's going to want to get paid, so he's going to be swinging at everything out of the zone, especially with dudes on base. Stolen base, easy, Ellie. Scott, I know you love him here. I still have your cards here, Scott. Here, there's
Thank
Ellie.
you.
Go Reds.
Be careful.
ERA. Watch this, Scott.
No, don't do that. What? Why?
Or I have another one right here.
I just died inside.
I know. ERA, I'm going to put it in my hat. Here, watch. ERA, Logan Gilbert, because I got him winning the Cy Young. Saves, Class A, because I think the Guardians play a ton of close games. They don't have huge offense. He's going to be awesome again. Strikeouts, Tarek Skubal. There you have it. I think we're pretty similar on most of these.
Yeah, I've got some similarities too, but okay, a couple things. First of all, AJ, can you flip the card at least if you're going to put it in your hat so we can see Mr. De La Cruz, who's going to lead the world in stolen bases? Nice, thank you. Also, did you just spread a rumor about Brian Snitker maybe retiring after this year? Because he didn't say that. Did he say that to you? I didn't hear that.
I asked. I don't know. I thought I heard that. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know.
I mean, if he wins the World Series, maybe he stops, but I don't know. I think he's got a good gig.
I thought I read something where Snit said, I'm getting older in age, and I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but that's fine. I love
everybody
that's
don't
ever retire.
Yeah, everyone on the Braves is signed for life. You have to be there forever until you croak. So, Snit, Acuna, Olsen, everybody. But, yeah, I mean, if they win the World Series, maybe he stops. But otherwise, I don't know. We'll see. We can ask him next time we have him on. All right, I'll run through mine quick. A lot of similarities here. I got Cam Smith, Rookie of the Year. I know that was at least one or two of yours. Position players often get this award. I know Skeens obviously got it last year, but outlier. Dylan Cruz on the National League side. I'm going chalk there. AJ Hinch, Rail Manager of the Year. If I'm picking the Tigers to have the best record in the American League, he's going to win it. And I think he does add wins to a team. Here's the big one for Kratz. back-to-back manager of the year champ, Pat Murphy. If the Brewers run away with the Central, I think there's a chance he wins it again. And also, he's plus 1,500 for that award, so just throwing it out there. AJ, I got Logan Gilbert right back at you for Cy. That seems to be a sexy pick. My sleeper for that one's Hunter Brown. I was close, and I still don't feel great that I switched on it. Zach Wheeler, just like you as well, for NL Cy. Just think he's the safest pick there. Writers are desperately looking for Bobby Witt to do what he did again last year and then vote him for MVP. Ellie for MVP on the National League side, which is a cool plus 1,800. Home run leaders, this is also a wild one. Brent Rooker, because I think there's a chance that Sacramento plays like a freaking hitter's bonanza. So I'll take that chance. Obviously, he's got long odds for it as well. RBI leader, Pete Alonso, with Soto in front of him, right? Soto's going to be on base half the time this year as usual. I think that'll help Pete. Pete's a good RBI guy. Ellie for stolen base leader, obviously. ERA leader, Gilbert. K leader, Gilbert. I mean, if he's going to have a year. And Seattle still is the toughest ballpark by far for hitters. And then I got Class A for saves leader because Cleveland's going to play a lot of close games. You're up.
Hold on, Scott, before we go, let me clarify my Snicker comments. Our own Ken Rosenthal has said the Braves are in the last year and suggested Snicker could transition into a front office role within the Braves organization. John Heyman, decent chance Snicker retires because it's the final year of his contract. There's been a lot of speculation. So I wasn't wrong, Scott, so I'm going to take your Ellie card and bend it some more now.
You weren't wrong. But I still think he's coming back next year. But you weren't wrong. That's too good of a job to pass up. But, okay, that's fair.
Coming back somewhere in some capacity.
He is coming back, yes.
I'll round it off here. Nobody said this, AL Rookie of the Year. I'm going with Kumar Rocker. I think the guy's an absolute stud. I think he's healthy now. He's going to go out and dominate. NL Rookie of the Year, Dylan Cruz, like pretty much everybody else. Manager of the Year, AL, AJ Hinch. I think the Tigers are going to just take off a little bit with his understanding of the game. Terry Francona in the NL, as we know, the Reds. AL Cy Young, Skubal, of course. Wheeler, like everybody else. Aaron Judge is the MVP. Again, he plays really well during the regular season. NL MVP, I think Juan Soto is going to get after it again. This guy is an absolute stud. Home run leader, Aaron Judge, of course. RBIs will be Juan Soto. Stolen bases, the lawman, Lawrence Butler. I think he's going to have way more than 19.5. I think he's going to have a lot of stolen bases. ERA leader, Zach Wheeler. Saves, nobody said this. I'm going with Aroldis Chapman this year, winning the most saves, and the K leader, Paul Skeens.
Wow, so Butler over Ellie and Carroll and anyone else.
With the conversation we had with him, I was ready to run through a wall. The attitude, the enthusiasm. This guy wants to do it and wants to do it big, and I think he's having a fun year.
AJ, were you on for the Astros show? You were there?
Yeah, I was there. I talked to Cam.
So nobody picked Jeremy Pena. How many stolen bases did he say?
He said Dave Clark said he could get 50 if he tried.
50. Okay.
I thought it was 50, yeah. But by the way, Cam Smith, the reason I didn't pick Cam Smith, I'm a little worried about his defense. The guy's a monster. He hasn't got a lot of time. He's going to play right field. A little worried about that. And by the way, the reason I didn't pick Aaron Judge to win any of these things, who the heck's hitting behind Aaron Judge? If I'm Kratz, why are you throwing Aaron Judge a pitch ever to hit? Ever, the whole year. Why are you ever going to throw him a pitch? Runners, bases loaded, screw it. I'll take my chances with Jazz Chisholm in his cut-up shoes, Austin Wells in his mustache, whoever. Like, I'll take my chances with anybody.
Cody has a good year. If Cody has a good year, then I think Aaron Judge has a good year. But without that,
can I ask a question? I mean, why has that been the case for Judgy for a while, aside from Soto last year? I feel like the year that he hit whatever, what was the big year? 63? Was it 2?
62 or 63.
Whatever the number was. Obviously,
the
home run numbers, were never the same once we went through the steroid era. But anyway, that year, I was like, why are people pitching to him? He's a monster. I mean, he should have been borderline intentional walk in almost every scenario status. Yeah. And then finally, in the last, 6 weeks or so of the season, his numbers ticked down. They were avoiding him, and it was working, right? They were pitching around him. He was getting intentionally walk more often. I was like, why wouldn't you do that the whole year just for competition purposes? Like, he's too damn good.
Yeah, and with two catchers here, I want to hear what they got to say about this too. I don't feel like the pitchers these days know how to pitch around hitters like it used to be. I guess what I'm trying to say, guys are taught to throw hard, elevate the fastball, miss bats, but when I feel like when we were all playing, you knew how to miss the plate. You knew how to, if they were going to swing, they weren't going to hit it, but it was going to be off the plate enough. I don't think they know how to do that much anymore.
Mm-hmm. AJ?
I think sometimes I agree, but I also think that it's as important. You asked why Judge got pitches because Soto was on base all the time. It's as important who's sitting in front of you as hitting behind you. Like Barry Bonds used to always say, if the dude in front of me gets on first and first base isn't open, teams are less likely to pitch around me than they are. It didn't matter really who was behind him. It was more of, because you could have, Jeff Kent hitting behind him. Barry Bonds still walked a million times. Jeff Kent was setting all kinds of records, right? But if the guy in front of Barry got on it, lessened it. So whoever hits in front of Aaron Judge, I think I saw Austin Wells is leading off today. So Austin Wells has to get on so they don't pitch around Aaron Judge. Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.